works in ways you cannot understand. I'm lying down, I have the CS, and I tell the father, before you come to pick the child, let me even pick him myself. So the father was trying to wake up, and me, I just stand myself. I pulled the bed and I picked the boy.
Yourself?
Me, myself. And I picked the boy up.
What's up, beautiful people? This is your girl Celine of Amorlina TV channel. Thank you very much for those people that have subscribed to me, and thank you very much those people that are joining me today for the first time. My question is, if you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Today you have the chance. Please, you can tap that button that says subscribe there, and you can share and like my videos. Therefore guys, without much ado, I just have this pleasure to meet this beautiful woman, and today I just asked her because I was interested to know how is it, or what's the journey women go through before they get children. I've had many women going through different situations. There are some that are still crying until this moment, asking God, why me? And that's why I met this woman. She has gone through some other challenges too as a mother, and she has this interesting story to tell us. So please, my beautiful people, stay tuned because she'll be coming soon. Stay tuned because she's coming soon.
Story. Actually, this is my first interview talking about this story. Before, people used to ask me, but I was not ready to talk about it, and I was also in the healing process. But now God has restored me, God has healed me, and I can stand up and talk about it to encourage any other woman who might be going through the same. Yeah, so let me start. I got pregnant with I got pregnant with him, and the pregnancy was actually very, 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 very nice. Everything was okay. I had no complication, and yeah, I went to my gynecologist. We got the news that we are gonna have a child, and we were so happy about that. And everything was okay. He did all the he checked everything, and he said everything is fine. So as I said, the pregnancy was 100% good. Even the first month, I never had any complications. I was going to work full time. I never missed even one day from work in the pregnancy. So you can imagine how nice it was, So yeah, and then it came to the time that I was supposed to go and give birth to the boy. Yeah, and we went to the hospital. Everything was prepared very well, and I went to the hospital because the child had not come. He had overstayed like almost 9 days. So I had to be admitted in the hospital, and the doctor said, no, the child is fine, everything is fine, and you, the mom, you're also doing fine health-wise, so there's no need of removing the child. But now, because you're going to the 10th day, we have to do the CS and remove the child because we think he's not gonna come naturally. Yeah, then let me go back a bit. My first daughter, who is 12 years old, I had her pregnancy was also very nice. So during birth time, I had the pain. I was in pain for 24 hours, and the child still did not come. So they had to do the CS. So I told these doctors in the hospital that this was my case. This is what I went through with my first child. So please, if it stays so long, I don't want to stay and wait. You people have to do a CS. And the doctor was like, no. For the first child, it's always 50-50, but the second child, it doesn't mean that you still have to be operated. So we are just gonna wait. If he will not come, then we will see what we can do about it. So as I said, I was also in pain for 24 hours with my son. 24 hours. They did everything. They gave me all the medication. They were taking care of me. They were still waiting for him. And I'm sorry if I'll get emotional, but it was a real motherhood journey. You're feeling the pain, you're feeling that the child is really coming, but it was not coming. So at the end of the 24 hours, I was so exhausted. I was just vomiting. The doctor said, no, this one now, we also have to do the CS. So they did this emergency CS. Everything was fast. they removed the child. The boy was very healthy and so handsome. He was weighing almost 4 kgs. He was really, really, really a lovely boy. So he came out, everything was fine, and we had the bundle of our joy there. We enjoyed the time. So we slept because he was removed almost at 5 in the evening. So we slept during the night. Everything was fine. So, but as you know, as a CS mom, when you give birth, you don't produce the milk very fast. So I pleaded with the nurses, please can you give me some milk to give the child, because I still cannot produce the milk. You know, it used to take some times, like 24 hours or even some 10 hours. So the nurses said, yeah, you just keep on trying. Yeah, the child is very healthy and everything is fine. Just keep on trying. And then but if the child is not crying, so if he cries and makes a problem, then we can start giving him something else. But now we want you to wean him naturally, because if you give him some other milk, he might refuse to take the breast. So that is how the thing was. Yeah, so I gave birth to him on a Wednesday. So on Thursday in the evening, I had a lot of visitors. Most of my friends, 1 or 2 friends came to visit me. They brought me some food. We were there. My daughter came also. She saw the brother. She held him. She was so happy because she was 9 years then, and she had waited for so long for a brother or a sister. So it was so emotional for her. But then I told her, today is on a Thursday, you have to go to school tomorrow, so you can come and see your brother on Saturday, because normally after CS they used to keep you like 3, 4, 5 days, to keep an eye on you. So that is how we departed with my daughter, and I told her, you will come on Saturday to see your brother. So after my daughter left, I was left with the dad of my child. We were just chatting and planning on, in Germany, how to go and do the paperwork, how to go and get the certificates and all these things. So we were just chatting with them. I told him, you know what, I don't like the way the boy is so dirty. I want to go and bath him. As an African mom, you just want to put the boy in the water. But the Germans will say, no, don't put the child now, it's too early. But I really had this urge of bathing the child. So he told me, okay, let's go and bath him. Me and him and one of our friends, we just went to the nurses and we told them we want to bath the child. The nurses said, oh, okay, no problem. They put the water for us, they prepared everything. And what I can say is, God works in a miraculous way, because I don't really know why I had the urge to bath this child on such a late evening. It was almost 8 in the evening. But I really wanted to bath the child. Now is when I used to come and realize, oh, this was the last connection that God had God had planned for me and this child, and also for the father, because we went to bath the child and we did some pictures. The dad even washed his head because he had a lot of hair. We held him. We had a lovely time. We were laughing.
Pictures, yeah. It was as if he's just alive.
It was like, it was just a nice connection. And then after we bathed him, then we dressed him in a nice white, sleeping dress. And then one of the friends who was there, she just left. She said, you guys have a good night, I have to go now. And then me and the father, we were left there, and then we were just chatting, normal talk. But the dad is the one who brought the child to me with the baby bed. So, but the way he kept the child was facing on the other side, on the wall. He was not facing us. So I told the dad, but why did you keep this child facing on that wall? Mother instincts. And then he said, just leave him, he's sleeping. And I was like, no. As I said, God can't ring the bell, it's gonna be too late. So I just jumped out of the bed. I never cared about my CS. That time, even you don't know you have a wound. So I just jumped out of the bed. I opened the door. I shouted on the floor. I said, please help me. The child is not breathing. So this time around, the father is not understanding what is happening. I told him, no, the child is not breathing. But God being so good, there was a nurse passing by. And this nurse grabbed the child and just rushed very fast away from us. and this was so almost like 20 minutes. Then they came out